Now the topic before us is how does the barter system differ from a monetary system? First is medium of exchange. In the case of barter system, there is direct exchange of goods and services without the use of money. It means that if say we are having rice, we will we want wheat. So in that case, we there is direct exchange. Rice will be given to the other person and wheat will be taken from the other person. There is direct exchange. The things may change. It may be sugar. On the other side, we may be desiring, say, some services, carpentry services, electrician services. So there is direct exchange. Money is not used. But in the case of monetary system, people use money as medium of exchange. For example, we go to the market and want to purchase, say, a pen. This pen is, say, worth $1. We give $1 to the shopkeeper and take the pen. So here in the monetary system, medium of exchange is money. But in the case of barter system, goods are exchanged with one another. This thing is being exchanged with this thing. Direct exchange, no use of money in the case of barter system. Next point of difference is double coincidence of wants. Double coincidence of wants is required in the case of barter system. It means that both the persons should have what the other wants. Both the persons who want to exchange goods and services must have what the other wants. It means that suppose we are having honey and we want milk. So we have to find the person who is having milk but and also at the same time wants honey. That is double coincidence of wants. Both the persons should have the things which the other person wants. That is, other person should have milk and the person having milk should have honey. But in the case of monetary system, double coincidence of wants is not required. We are not concerned with what the other person is having or not having. We go to the shopkeeper, we pay him certain amount and take the thing. There is no consideration of wants of the buyer or seller. Barter system is inefficient because there are negotiations regarding the value. At what rate they are ready to give. For example, if there are eggs, how many eggs will be equal to the 1 gallon of milk? It will depend on the negotiation between the persons. On the other hand, it is an efficient system. Monetary system is efficient. There is no time consuming. We give to the other person the assigned value. If we go to the want to purchase, say, a television, it is given if some proper value, say $1,000. We give it. Okay. But in the case of barter system, it is inefficient. Long negotiations take place between the two persons. Subjective negotiation. The persons may or may not agree other person to the exchange quantity which we are ready to give. Next is standard of value. This point we have already discussed that the value is discussed on the basis of discussion between the two parties. In the case of monetary system, the price of goods and services is denominated in currency. For example, we want to purchase, say, a fan. The fan may be having, say, $100. worth $100. So we will give $100 and we'll take away the fan. Now the next difference is store of value. In the case of barter system, the items which are exchanged are generally consumed or used immediately. For example, vegetables. We cannot keep the vegetables with us for a long time. Suppose we are having surplus crops, green vegetables. Can we keep it for say 1 month? No, they will perish. Their value will reduce with the passage of time or they will completely destroy. We cannot store it, or if we want to store it for 1 or 2 days, there should be proper conditions to store it. We should have the proper area where to store, proper atmosphere, proper temperature. So, but in the case of barter system, we cannot store the things for an indefinite period. But in the case of monetary system, we can save the money. We can save it for say 10 months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and we can use it whenever we want. Suppose we save the money in banks or keep it at home, we can use it say after 2 years to purchase whatever we want. In the case of barter system, portability is a big problem. Suppose we are having 1000 kg of rice. Is it easy to transport it to say 500 kilometers? Is it easy? There is a transportation problem. Again, we will have to find out whether the other person who is residing 500 kilometers away will be ready to give me what I want. Suppose I am ready to give rice, but I want wheat. If I travel 500 kilometers, whether the other person will be having wheat, whether he will be giving me the required quantity of wheat which I want. If we want say 500 kg wheat in return, whether the other person will have or whether he will be ready to give me. So it is in the case of barter system, portability is a big problem. There are transportation and logistic problems in the case of barter system, but in the case of monetary system, we can keep big currency of big denomination in our pockets, at our home, in our banks. So it is a portable, we can easily carry. Today's we are having debit card, credit card, internet banking. So in the case of monetary system, money is portable. In the case of barter system, divisibility is also a problem. Suppose we are having a cow, but we want simply 1 kg of sugar. Now, how to exchange? Can we exchange our cow for 1 kg of sugar? Because the cow is indivisible. Because cow is a large animal and here divisibility is not possible. So, barter system has its own problem when the goods or items which are to be exchanged are of huge quantity or is not divisible. But in the case of monetary system, we may be having currency of small denomination, big denomination. We may be having say 1 rupee coin, or we may be having 100 rupee note, or we may be having $1. We may be using $10 by way of internet banking, debit card, or by way of cash, printed notes. So the barter system is a simple and straightforward way of exchange of goods and services. We give the goods to other person and in return get the goods. Direct exchange without the use of money. Money has largely replaced the barter system in most economies because the barter system was having many limitations such as double coincidence of wants or lack of store of value, time consuming method. So the money has taken the front place and barter system is now being used rarely in very few areas. Barter system is restricted in very few areas in the world. It is barter system is still a viable means of exchange in some communities and situations. It is still being used in some African communities or in some tribal areas of Amazon rainforest or in some other parts. Barter system is a practice of the past, but it is a reminder that we are all interconnected and interdependent. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.